Hello everybody and welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. As always, we want to thank all of our fans, our sponsors, our patrons. We appreciate all of your guys' support. Everyone that's bought us a cup of coffee, been greatly appreciated. We've had a rough couple of weeks here in the family, been out of work for a week and a half, coming up on 2 weeks thanks to our old friend COVID running through us. I don't want to take up a whole lot of time with the usual spiel, so all of you guys that are interested in what's going on with Sin City Living and what we plan on doing in the future with our live streams and upcoming events, please stick around to the end of the video or skip to the end of the video and watch. I will put most of that stuff in the ending spiel, and I will try and update it every week or two with more news. Otherwise, that being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into today's video. So for this video, we're going back, we're touching on a subject that we have filmed before with over 300 videos now on our channel. I know that people are watching every single thing we have when we have new people coming in. So we tend to touch on subjects, retouch on them, again, just for people that have most recently joined us. And this is a question that pops up fairly often, so I figured I would go back over it, and that is, what is the order that things happen on the table? Because you get a lot of people that are very impatient. They start pointing, they start yelling, I hit that, pay me. And the dealers get annoyed, and they're like, dude, slow down. We'll pay you. We have a certain way we do things. So I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys how all this works again. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for the coffees. Very appreciated. While the whole family was down with illness, me twice ended up in the hospital again after I'd recovered from COVID with something else and missed even more work. So thank you very much, everybody. You guys, all your help there definitely helped my son have a wonderful birthday. We didn't buy any coffee, but we did buy him a really cool Baby Yoda birthday cake. It was really cool. Wish I'd taken a picture of it. So thank you, everybody. It's very appreciated when you guys do that. We words can't express how much we appreciate the support. So what order do things occur in? Well, I'm going to start with the point on to show you guys how that works. Now, basically, there's a couple ways things go. Way number one is we're generally taught, with a few minor exceptions, we're generally taught that losers get taken before we do anything else. The reason for that, almost everything that occurs in the order of operations and how things go on the table is for game protection. It's for the protection of the dealers and protection of the casino. Okay? Then secondary is for smoothness of the game. So we always take the losers first, and the reason for that is once a decision has been made on a bet, win or lose, if the decision is a loss, we want to eliminate the temptation or the ability for people to kind of reverse pass post and pick up their bet after it has lost, which of course is cheating, of course is illegal here in the state of Nevada. But we just take it away by removing the losing bets. So should and I only set up one number, I'll use the 8 as an example. Should an 8 roll, well, it's a no field 8 and down behind the 8. Now, these back here are protected, so we deal with this last. People can't really reach this very easily. If it was over here, I would down behind before I grab the field. But generally, I'm going to take the field first because it's no field. The field loses. Then I'm going to go ahead and take care of this losing bet. Now, after that, the order that things go in are come bets, don't come bets, and then place bets. Now, nested within those particular categories, as a subcategory, I guess you could say, it will go in order from closest to stick to closest to the dealer. So it's going to start, that's considered position number 1. Then it comes around to position number 8, which is right next to me. So first I deal with come bets. Now, come bets are dealt with simultaneously, both winning come bets and new come bets that are traveling on. Again, I just go in order and I deal with the come bets as I come to them. So the first thing I'm going to see as I go in is the first come bet is at position number 2, maybe 3. And that player also already has a come bet, so they're in an off and on situation. In this case, they have 20 odds plus a $10 flat bet. So they're going to get paid $34. So I'm going to cut out my $34, and then they're just in an off and on position. So I'm just going to heel it off right next to their new come bet, and then I move on. It's a self-serve area. They'll take care of that. So as I come out, and you notice I skipped this bet. Why did I skip this bet? Because we deal with the come bets first. And actually, I also skipped something before come bets. Don't come bets are dealt with. Don't comes travel, then the come bets are dealt with. So we down behind, took the loser, then I traveled the don't come, then I paid this, and now I skip this bet because it's a place bet, skip this bet because it's a place bet, and I go to this next come bet. Okay? This player has 15 in odds plus a $10 flat bet. So they're getting paid $28. Okay, so I'm going to cut out the 28. Now they don't have a new come bet. So they are going to come off for $28. Now that I've dealt with those bets, now I move on to the place bets. This is one of those times where that some new players can get very frustrated at the dealers because they're screaming in our ears or pointing, yelling, pay me, pay me, pay me, as we're paying these other players that are around them. And that's because your bets are place bets. They come last. We are going to get to you, we promise. Then we're going to go through and we're going to pay these place bets. So 12 is going to pay 14. Then 12 is also going to pay 14 right there because 12 pays 14 all the time. Then 18 is going to pay 21. And then we are done. Now we've gone through all of the bets that are up here. Okay? So what about in the case of, say, a winner? Let's take a look. So let's give ourselves a couple more field bets. Okay. Now, what about in the case of either a 7-out or a winner? Either one. Now, at that point, now we're worrying about these bets right here. We still need to deal with anything that is within the realm of where the players can reach. Okay. So we may have come bets and stuff like that. In the case of a 7-out, we would take the losers first. So we just tend to sweep the DC into here because everything in here is a loser. So we'll sweep that. Then we'll take the field. Then... No, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. We will sweep here. Then we will take this losing bet and then the field. So we'll take these pass line bets, then we'll take the field. We tend to work outside in. Now I would go through and I would pay the don't pass, then I would pay the behind. Well, keep skipping around. I would pay the don't pass, I'd pay the come bet, then I would pay the behind. Again, outside in. Pay the don't pass, pay the last come bet, pay the behind. Done. What about in the case of a winner? So a winner gets even more interesting. So in the case of a winner 9, now what are my losers? My loser is right here, and that is actually the only loser. Now we deal with pass line bets first. We always pay odds before pass line bet by procedure. There are some dealers that get lazy and do it a different way, but I'm going to pay the pass line bet and the odds, then I'm going to pay the field, then the don't will travel, and then the come bet will travel. Okay. So we always take care of the losers first, remove losers, and then we pay within a certain procedure. When we're paying these, we always pay from us around. When we're paying these, we always pay from the stick to us. After everything here is handled, after every bet has been handled here, then we will get to center action bets. So if you have a hard 8 that you're betting, and 8 rolls, don't start yelling, pay me, pay me, pay me, I had a hard 8, did my hard 8 win, did my hard 8 win, pay me, pay me, pay me, while we are trying to deal with all these bets right here. Because while you're sitting there yammering and screaming, there's other players that know the procedures that, or have bets up here, that are also trying to talk to the dealer saying, hey, press me 1 unit, or press my bet, or same bet. They're trying to communicate in order with their bets. After everything is done here, then we move on to center action. We'll move on to center action, and then we will pay from closest to dealer all the way around to closest to stick. We will get to you, I promise. We just have a certain order that we do things in. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys all find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. We will catch you guys next time. Bye now. Okay, everybody, and as promised, all the usual blah blah that I try and do at the beginning of the video, we're going to go ahead and put near the end of the video. And here we go. So thank you, everybody, for your usual patronage. All of you that are patrons of ours, we very, very much appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who's been buying us a cup of coffee. Love to say it's going to coffee right now, but this month with the entire family out for COVID, it's honestly going to Bill's and probably the kid's birthday in a week. But we definitely appreciate it. We're going to continue working on these live streams. I know you guys have seen some of them popping up. Just got to figure out the look of it, and some of the audio is still giving me issues. But hopefully we'll be getting those live streams and the craps tournaments going as soon as possible.
really just going to depend on scheduling. My schedule changed, Amy's schedule changed, kids' school schedule is fun. So once we figure out exactly how all those schedules are going to work, we'll let everybody know. And otherwise, please continue emailing us with anything you would like to see videoed. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.